the Secretary General, Senator Edwin Sifuna, the NEC resolved to remove him from office with immediate effect in accordance.
Wenyenchi, how are you doing? I hope you are doing fine. Now, the ODM is ODM again. It held a NEC meeting at Mombasa yesterday, and they resolved that Edwin Sifuna, the party secretary general, should be kicked out with immediate effect. Yes, I'm not surprised. I saw this one coming. The story has been done by Citizen. Let's listen in and we come back.
Having deliberated on matters relating to the conduct of the Secretary General, Senator Edwin Sifuna, the NEC resolved to remove him from office with immediate effect in accordance with the party constitution and applicable laws. The NEC expressed grave concern over the rising levels of indiscipline within the party, particularly at the senior leadership level. The committee underscored that ODM is governed by its constitution, the rule of law, and collective decision-making through its duly constituted organs.
I'm not very happy that when we pass resolutions here, some of the members of this committee, some of the members of the Central Committee, who are policy makers of this party, go out to say exactly the contrary of what we have agreed in committees.
Sifuna has been holding parallel meetings, skipping party leadership retreats and opposing positions taken by the party organs that the ODM NEC says amounted to undermining the party constitution.
Effectively, the Deputy Secretary General, Honorable me, yours truly, Catherine Omanyo, will act in this position until a substantive holder of the position is elected.
The NEC meeting consequently resolved to call for an urgent National Delegates Convention NDC in Nairobi to ratify its decisions and help the party begin its plans for next year's general election. The meeting also resolved to kickstart the process of withdrawing from the Azimio coalition.
I want you to imagine a matatu called ODM Express traveling from Nairobi to Kisumu. For years, one legendary driver controlled the wheel, Baba himself. The matatu was noisy, full, chaotic, but everyone trusted the driver. Then one day, the driver is no more. Suddenly, the conductor grabs the wheel. The turnboy also wants to drive. A passenger from the back is shouting directions. Someone is negotiating with the traffic police through the window. And just when the matatu is wobbling, another matatu owner from a completely different circle starts paying for the fuel. Now the question becomes, who owns this matatu? Who is driving it? And why is the fuel being sponsored by a competitor? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to ODM Politics. Before we continue, subscribe to HiiStory, because Kenyan politics is not for the faint-hearted. It is for the analysts with strong lungs and stronger ribs for laughter. Let's get straight into it. ODM has just removed Edwin Sifuna as Secretary General after the NEC meeting in Mombasa. And if you thought ODM was stabilizing after Raila, my friend, this party is currently running on political adrenaline. So, why was Sifuna removed? Let us connect the dots. Days before his removal, Sifuna went on Citizen TV and basically told the broad-based government arrangement, if you want to extend it, go consult Raila. Translation means, hii kitu si yenu, baba ndiye alisign. Then he dropped the political grenade. Even if ODM supports Ruto in 2027, he will not vote for him. Now understand something about politics. You can disagree quietly, but you cannot disagree loudly inside a coalition environment. That is political suicide. And Sifuna, he didn't whisper, he used a microphone. Just days later, Sifuna, Orengo, Babu Owino and the rebellion squad head to Busia. And instead of defending government cooperation, they start attacking Ruto's administration. Babu even dares ODM, expel us if you want. In Kenyan politics, that is like telling a bouncer, nifukuze kama wewe ni mwanaume. You must be ready for the door. So, is Ruto calling the shots in ODM? Just a few months before Baba's demise, we can remember very well in Siaya, Ruto dared Sifuna and said that he should not attack him so much because he can call a meeting for the they called party, the founders. Exactly, he can call a party of a meeting of the founders and they can discipline him. That's not my words, that's Ruto's words.
Nimesikia Sifuna anaongea na nguvu. Wakati unaongea mambo yangu Sifuna, ujue mimi ndio mwanzilishi wa ODM. So naenda polepole kidogo. Yes. Sisi ndio tulianza hii kitu. Ama namna gani? Na unajua ukinisukuma sana nitaitisha mkutano ya founder members ya ODM. Sindio? Na unajua tukiitisha hiyo mkutano tunaweza kufanyia discipline sisi ambao tulianza chama. Sindio? So tuendeni mosmos.
Now, the big question is, was this just jokes and vibes, or Ruto was serious and has just done it right in front of our eyes? Let's be careful here. There's no direct proof, but politics is about patterns, not announcements. Consider this. ODM is already in broad-based government arrangement. Stability benefits both sides. Internal rebellion threatens that arrangement. Now ask yourself, if you are running a coalition, will you tolerate a Secretary General openly rejecting your 2027 bid? Impossible. Coalitions survive on discipline, not activism. So why is removing Sifuna a risky idea for ODM? Here is where it gets dangerous. Sifuna is not just any SG. He represents urban youth, young professionals, party purists, anti-handshake loyalists. Removing him sends one loud message. ODM is choosing order over debate. But history warns us, parties don't collapse because of enemies. They collapse because of internal purges. Remember Kanu? Remember Ford? Kenyan parties rarely die from opposition. They die from ego. After removal, Sifuna says, I am still the duly elected SG. I will fight this lawfully. That is not rebellion. That is strategy. Because now the battle shifts from politics to legality, to party constitution, to delegates at NDC. And trust me, NDC meetings in Kenya are never boring. They are democratic until the microphones go missing. Then Osotsi, during today's Sifuna rejoinder, dropped a bombshell. He claims he asked Oburu to postpone the NEC meeting. Oburu said he would consult. Then suddenly, meeting proceeds. Now whether that consultation was internal or external, we cannot prove. But Kenyan politicians have one favorite consultation room, State House. Allegedly, before lawyers attack. The bigger political picture. Let me tell you something many analysts miss. This is not just about Sifuna. This is about ODM's identity after Raila. ODM is choosing between two futures. Path 1. Resistance party. Fight government, stay ideological. Path 2. Power party. Negotiate, enter government, and influence it from inside. You cannot do both, and Sifuna represents path 1. Leadership seems to prefer path 2. The same ODM that survived tear gas is now being shaken by boardroom meetings, from mandamano to memorandums, from whistles to coalition communiques. Kenyan politics teaches one lesson. There are no permanent enemies. There are no permanent friends. Only permanent interests. But here is the real danger for ODM. Expelling strong voices rarely creates unity. It creates martyrs, and martyrs attract sympathy. This even happened to William Samoei Ruto when it seems as if the former president Uhuru Kenyatta was mistreating him. He attracted sympathy votes, and by that he beat Raila Amolo Odinga hands down. If Sifuna plays this well, he could emerge bigger outside the SG office than inside it. Sometimes losing a seat is how politicians gain a movement. Watch these three things: court battles or internal appeals, fireworks at the NDC, whether dissenters consolidate, because if Winnie, Babu, Orengo and others align, ODM could face its biggest internal contest since the Ford Wars. Kenyan politics is entering its most unpredictable season. Coalitions are forming, rebels are rising, succession battles are brewing, and 2027 has already begun. If we enjoy sharp, intelligent, and humorous breakdowns of Kenyan power games, subscribe to HiiStory, because here we don't just report politics, we decode it. Bye.